Hello everybody, it's Han here. We're about to embark on a journey to Latvia. This place has got it all: history, culture, nature, and a vibe that's off the charts. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or just itching to explore, Latvia is calling your name. Let's talk about why Latvia should be at the top of your travel bucket list. Sun-drenched beaches and breathtaking national parks, Latvia is a country of contrasts where old world charm meets modern energy. So buckle up, guys, because we're about to unlock the secrets of Latvia. Let's do this. First stop on our Latvian adventure, Riga, the capital city that's bursting with life and history. Seriously, this place is like stepping into a time machine, but with way better coffee. Cobblestone streets, fairy tale buildings, and an energy that's impossible to resist. Walking through Riga's old town is like traveling back in time. The House of the Blackheads, a Gothic masterpiece, will blow your mind. Climb St. Peter's Church for insane panoramic views. But Riga isn't just about the past. It embraces the present, trendy cafes, buzzing bars, and a creative scene off the charts. Riga is incredibly walkable, so you can soak it all in at your own pace. It's the kind of place where you can lose yourself and discover hidden gems. Now, let's talk about Riga Central Market, a place that's basically a feast for the senses. This massive market is housed in old Zeppelin hangars, which is just plain cool. You can find everything here, from fresh produce and local delicacies to handmade crafts and souvenirs. Get ready for a sensory overload as you wander through the stalls, taking in the sights, sounds, and smells of Latvian culture. Trust me, this is the real deal, not your average tourist trap. But Riga isn't just about markets and medieval architecture. It's also a city with a rich artistic heritage. The Art Nouveau district is a testament to this, with buildings adorned with intricate facades, sculptures, and mosaics. Walking down these streets is like stepping into a living, breathing art exhibit. You'll find yourself craning your neck to admire the details, snapping photos from every angle, and just feeling grateful that places like this still exist. All right, guys, after exploring the urban jungle of Riga, it's time to trade those cobblestone streets for sandy beaches and the soothing sounds of the Baltic Sea. Get ready to experience Jūrmala, Latvia's ultimate coastal escape. Imagine this: miles of pristine white sand beaches, crystal clear waters, and a laid-back atmosphere that just screams relaxation. Jūrmala is the perfect place to unwind, soak up the sun, and recharge your batteries after all that city exploring. But Jūrmala isn't just about beaches. This charming town is also known for its beautiful wooden architecture with colorful houses adorned with intricate carvings. It's like stepping back in time, but with a seaside twist. And if you're looking for a little adventure, Jūrmala has got you covered. From water sports like windsurfing and kite surfing to exploring the nearby Kemeri National Park, there's something for everyone. All right, so we're ditching the city vibes for a bit. It's all about Gauja National Park, Latvia's wild side, dense forests, winding rivers, cliffs that'll make you sweat. This place is huge, over 900 square kilometers, enough to get lost in for days. We're hitting the trails, serious hikes. The views from the top, man, they're insane. Now, if you're anything like me, which, let's be real, You probably aren't, but if you were, you'd know I can't resist a good castle. And lucky for us, Gauja National Park is practically crawling with them. We're talking medieval fortresses, crumbling ruins, the whole 9 yards. Each one with its own story, its own legends, and probably its own ghost or two. I'm not scared, you're scared, but don't think this is all about history and architecture, all right? We're here for adventure, and Gauja National Park delivers. We're talking kayaking down the Gauja River, zipping through the trees on a zip line, maybe even doing some rock climbing if we're feeling extra adventurous. Look, I'm not saying you have to be Bear Grylls to survive this park, but it helps if you're at least as adventurous as like a squirrel, you know, always on the move, always exploring. All right, so we survived the wilderness, patted ourselves on the back, and now we're off to Cesis. This place is like stepping into a time machine, but instead of Doc Brown at the wheel, it's some dude in a suit of armor who probably doesn't even speak English. We're talking cobblestone streets, buildings that look like they've been around since the dawn of time, and an overall vibe that just screams medieval. I mean, they even have a castle here, a real actual castle, not just some ruins. And this isn't just some tourist trap, all right? People actually live and work here. They've got shops, restaurants, cafes, the whole deal. It's like a real life fairy tale, except instead of dragons, there's just pigeons. Lots and lots of pigeons. But hey, don't let the pigeons scare you away, because Cesis is a must-see. It's like a history lesson, but instead of being stuck in a stuffy classroom, you're wandering around a charming medieval town. Now, you might think a place like Cesis is all about the past, but you'd be wrong. Sure, they've got history coming out of their ears, but they're not afraid to embrace the present either. We're talking art galleries showcasing local talent, cafes buzzing with life, and even some pretty cool events throughout the year. I'm talking music festivals, craft markets, the whole 9 yards. And speaking of the castle, we can't forget about that. It's like the crown jewel of Cesis, perched on a hill overlooking the town. You can climb the towers, explore the dungeons, and even pretend you're a knight defending your kingdom from invading hordes. Look, I know what you're thinking, Casey. You're just a sucker for anything old and crumbling. And you know what? You're right. But trust me on this one, Cesis is more than just a bunch of old bricks and mortar. It's a living, breathing testament to the past, and it's definitely worth a visit. All right, pack your bags. We're heading to Kuldiga, a town that's basically a postcard come to life. The Venta River waterfall, aka the widest waterfall in Europe. Not the tallest, not the most powerful, but the widest. It's the kind of sight that makes you want to whip out your phone and take a million pictures. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Kuldiga is pretty and all, but is there anything to actually do there? And the answer, my friend, is a resounding yes. First off, you can't come to Kuldiga and not walk across the brick bridge. It's like a rite of passage. Plus, it offers some pretty sweet views of the waterfall. And if you're feeling extra adventurous, you can even try to spot the legendary flying fish. They say that during certain times of the year, salmon leap up the waterfall, and if you're lucky, you might catch a glimpse of them. I haven't seen it myself, but hey, that's what makes life interesting, right? The possibility of witnessing something truly unique. And even if you don't see any flying fish, Kuldiga is still worth a visit. It's a town that's full of charm, history, and natural beauty. It's the kind of place where you can just wander aimlessly and discover something new around every corner. All right, we're heading out to the coast again, this time to Liepāja. This place is known as the City of Wind, and let me tell you, it lives up to the name. But wind-blown beaches are just the start. Liepāja has this raw energy, a grittiness that comes from its history as a major Soviet naval base. You can still see remnants of that past, especially in the Karosta district. We're talking abandoned prisons, military buildings, spooky underground tunnels. It's like stepping back in time. But here's the thing. Liepāja has taken that rough past and turned it into something incredible. Today, it's a hub for artists, musicians, and free spirits. The whole city has this edgy, creative vibe. You walk down the street and there's street art everywhere. These amazing murals popping up on buildings. And the music scene here, forget about it. It's electric. Every night there's a different band playing, a different sound to tap into. Okay, we got to talk about Karosta. This place is wild. It used to be a closed military town under Soviet rule, and you can feel that history weighing on you. You've got these massive fortifications, crumbling buildings, and a palpable sense of secrecy. They say Karosta is haunted, and honestly, I can see why. You walk through these abandoned prisons, hear the wind howling through the empty buildings, and you can practically feel the ghosts of the past. But there's also this strange beauty to it. You know, this stark reminder of history, of what people went through. Today, they've turned some of these places into museums, even a jailhouse hotel. You can actually spend the night in a former Soviet prison. I'm not sure I could handle that, but hey, if you're feeling adventurous. Okay, get ready to be blown away, because Rundale Palace is like something out of a fairy tale. You drive up to this grand estate surrounded by these perfectly manicured gardens, and it's like you've been transported back to the 18th century. This place was built for the Duke of Courland, and let me tell you, the guy had taste. We're talking over 130 rooms, each one more opulent than the last. You've got these massive chandeliers, intricate frescoes on the ceilings, furniture that looks like it belongs in a museum. Walking through those halls, you can almost imagine the parties, the balls, the sheer extravagance of it all. It's easy to get lost in the details here, the craftsmanship, the sheer scale of the place. It's no wonder they call Rundale Palace the Versailles of the Baltics. But Rundale Palace isn't just about fancy furniture and fancy parties. It's a time capsule, a glimpse into a bygone era. You wander through these rooms, each one telling a different story, and you start to piece together the history of Latvia itself. You see the influences of different cultures, different architectural styles, all blending together in this incredible building. And then there are the gardens. Don't even get me started on the gardens. They're massive, sprawling across hectares of land with fountain sculptures and flowers bursting with color. It's the perfect place to just get lost, to escape the noise and chaos of everyday life. You could spend hours just wandering those paths, soaking it all in. Trust me, Rundale Palace is a must-see. All right, thrill seekers and history buffs, this one's for you. Sigulda is like the adventure capital of Latvia, nestled right in the heart of Gauja National Park. We're talking zip lines, bobsledding, bungee jumping, you name it, they've got it. But don't worry. If extreme sports aren't your thing, there's still plenty to see and do. Sigulda is also home to not one but two incredible medieval castles, Tereda Castle and Sigulda Castle. These castles are perched high on cliffs overlooking the Gauja River Valley, and the views are breathtaking. You can explore the ruins, climb the towers, and just imagine the battles that must have taken place centuries ago. And then there's the national park itself. Gauja National Park is a hiker's paradise with miles and miles of trails winding through lush forests, past sandstone cliffs and hidden caves. You can spend days getting lost in this wilderness, discovering hidden waterfalls, exploring ancient burial grounds, and if you're lucky, you might even spot some of the local wildlife like beavers, otters, or even a lynx. Sigulda is one of those places that has something for everyone. Whether you're an adrenaline junkie, you're a history buff, or just someone who loves to be surrounded by nature, you'll find it here. Trust me, this place will leave you breathless. All right, we're talking Ventspils. Ventspils. Got it? Good. This place, it's one of those hidden gems, pure unexpected joy. Ventspils is on the coast, right on the Baltic Sea. The beaches are stunning, golden sand stretching forever. What makes Ventspils special is its vibe. Colorful cow sculptures scattered around the city. It's quirky, it's fun, it's Ventspils. Wander, stumble across something unexpected, and embrace the adventure. A city packed with parks, each one more impressive than the last. This city will win you over with its charm, its energy, and yeah, maybe even its cows. Ventspils is a port city with a phenomenal maritime museum. It's interactive, engaging, the real deal. And there's an incredible open-air science park. The Ventspils International Radio Astronomy Center, a former Soviet base now exploring the cosmos. Ventspils blends history, science, and fun. An unforgettable experience. Daugavpils, guys. Daugavpils. Latvia's second largest city, with a rich history. Centuries of cultures and empires have left their mark. The heart of it all? Daugavpils. Fortress, a UNESCO World Heritage Site symbolizing resilience. Explore the ramparts and museums. It's a vibrant, modern city with youthful energy. A fascinating contrast of old and new. One of the coolest things about Daugavpils is its diversity. It's always been a crossroads for different cultures. Latvian, Russian, Polish, Jewish influences all blend together. The best way to experience it? Get out there and explore. Daugavpils embraces its multicultural heritage. check out the Mark Rothko Art Center. It showcases Rothko's works and contemporary Latvian art. It's a hidden gem you don't want to miss. So there you have it, Latvia. From the cobblestone streets of Riga to the cascading waters of Kuldiga, from the soaring castles of Sigulda to the sandy beaches of Jurmala, this Baltic gem has blown us away. We've explored ancient forests, uncovered hidden histories, and experienced the warmth of Latvian hospitality. And honestly, I'm already itching to go back. Because Latvia, it gets under your skin. It's got this raw beauty, this untouched charm that stays with you long after you've left. Now, I know what you're thinking. Planning a trip can be a real pain, but guess what? It doesn't have to be. That's where our friends at Signal Travel Concierge come in. These guys, they're the real deal. They'll handle everything from flights and accommodation to personalized itineraries and insider tips. All you have to do is show up and soak it all in. So, what are you waiting for? Start planning your Latvian adventure today. And hey, while you're at it, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below telling me about your favorite part of the journey. Until next time, keep exploring.